Ladies and gentlemen, we have an exclusive tonight. Roden Rat Jr. and the Gap Tooth groupie are really testing me. And we have an exclusive from Suge Knight, who is implicating we have an exclusive tonight where Suge Knight is implicating Roden Rat Jr. in the assassination of Tupac Shakur. Yes, folks, you are right. You are locked in to the platinum gold artist, Choke No Joke, and let's get to this straight bullshit. Choke No Joke, oh yeah, baby, let's go.
Yeah, DJ2, you know what it is. Youngster, you are me.
Will not be charged for this call. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
All right, good. Well, regarding Reds, I think something wrong with it. I think it's a mental health problem.
I'm Charles Yeomans, CEO of Atombeam. The world's AI systems are fast, but shallow.
Because for someone to be lying all these years and say they ran my company, Death Row, or work for Death Row, when he know, I know, his paycheck says security. This guy got everything mixed up, turned backwards.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Everybody looking like a clown. Not me, of course. But the crazy thing about it, I had a conversation with his father. And I tried to show them some respect because I know they're going through it, all of them. I told him, next time, your fat ass, pork butt ass son lie on my mother, it's going to be a situation. Now, if I was the type of motherfucker that sue people, I want to see people in prison, all those crooked cops would be in prison. I had the biggest lawsuit against the Compton sheriffs more than anybody. Not all of them, but most of them. From his father to him and all to the old mayor and everything else. And I'm not talking about Omar, I'm talking about they guy. For them to take a fake stamp and steal checks is illegal. For them to steal money is illegal. For them to use my luxury box at the Staples Center to watch Kobe and Shaq run up and down the court and drink my good wine and champagne is illegal. For the police to be on my yacht is illegal without my permission. For years, the whole time I was in prison. Being in my houses. They've never been to my houses before this. When I'm in prison, you guys in my property. And you the police, sheriffs. Every time they talk about something, even though it's police business, and Reggie Sr. talking, he bring up me. Me and his son didn't hang out in elementary school. I don't think I might have seen him once or twice. He wasn't one of the kids that hung with us. That's not me. We went in junior high school together. We went in high school together. He went to Bourbon Gay, all boys school. How is it they know so much about me when they know absolutely nothing about me? Now, we got a lot in common. My mother and father had 2 girls and 1 boy, me. His mother and father had 2 boys and 1 girl, him. But his father had 10, 15 more kids out there in Compton. And my mother always said that. Don't trust them. But when it's all said and done, for somebody to be so infatuated with the next man's life and try to become him, that's a mental problem. Serious mental problem.
We hired a big media agency last year to handle all of our meta ads. I spent well over 6 figures on their feed.
Whack, you whack. We know you can shout. We know you can talk about this person. You know you can talk about that person. Let's talk about you. I send word to you. We don't got to go back and forth. You say I'm old or when I'm come home or whatever. Whenever I get home, I tell you we're sitting in the room. And you still want to talk. Because it ain't your fault because you always been little bro. Everybody always little bro you. First it was Jimmy History, little bro on you. You run around for Jimmy History. You and gang get caught with 200 guns that he gave you, nobody go to jail. When Jimmy History went a little bro on you, it was Birdman. Birdman little bro on you, huh? You hold him down. But you let Rick Ross talk about his dead mother, and you have done nothing. Muscle. When you take an artist and you make them better than what they was, you deserve a cigar. If you take an artist and destroys their career in life, you deserve a kick in the ass. Ray J went from popular to being on meth, getting rode hard all night by another man in the bed with Puffy all the time. Making an album that he said Puffy gave him $10 million. Never came out. Not to mention, what about you still being a little bro? Everybody little bro you. Charles was a little bro on you. You was running around with him talking about you was 60-pound room. I never heard of that gang in my life. You never was around death row. You never can be in my office. You never can participate in none of that stuff.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
That's facts. Nipsey get killed, first thing you say is Nipsey was having sex with another man, and Nipsey was gay, and Nipsey was a punk, and Nipsey couldn't rap. He did all this talking about the boy. For what? Give Nipsey a cigar. I wasn't there. Everybody else said this bodyguard fired your shit up. If it's not true, knock on his door. Run that shit back. I would. You talk about Tupac. You never met the man. You talk about some police shit saying, I'm trying to get out of prison, or not go to prison, and say that I gave Lando Anderson some money. Never gave him $1. But where was you at in 96? We didn't know you. I didn't know you. You know what happened the first time I met you. You know. including your sidekick over there. He laughs at you. You're talking about my mother and I need money to sell some bury my mother? He's an idiot. Got property now? Had shit then? I ask nobody for nothing. But at the same time, I'm not going to talk about your mother. Everybody say I should talk about her. Even the guy you sitting right next to. They laugh behind your back. You're talking about your mother, but his mother's a crackhead. And her fault she was a crackhead. But you say you did time. You did time. My mother, when I'm in prison or the county jail, in prison, going to come see me on Mother's Day, Christmas, New Year's, and every other weekend. And I got pictures to prove it. Do you have any pictures of your mother visiting you? It's starting to get sad. I feel bad for you. At the same time, my family didn't have to sell nothing to bury my mother. But some people's mother have a basket. That's the more sad situation. When it's all said and done, they say they name you Cash because you're a trick baby. Cash? Trick baby? Follows the preacher? You should be ashamed of yourself. More importantly, back to you, Reg. It would take me to say, you running death row. You doing this for death row. If I don't say it, who could say it?
How do I find time to make burgers for everyone at the office? I manage company travel on Avant. Before an
Put yourself in more handcuffs. Show how much he was making. And if you really was making this big company that I made and named so great, why no one never gave you a job? You put an album out to relatives. That group was signed to me. You said it was, when I went to prison, you put them out and end their career. It was over because you fucked it up. Reg, the main question is this.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Your family close with Buntry. Why you didn't go to the funeral? Whack. You say you met Buntry, you know Buntry. Why you didn't go to the funeral? Buntry exposed you guys being a thief. Like he exposed you guys doing bullshit. The guy who was in the car with Buntry, Reg, left and went out of town. Y'all went out there and met up with him and gave him a lot of money. But when it came to us getting shot in Vegas, that was the crooked police along with some crooked-ass, rat-ass gang members that was mad because Tupac fired you. And y'all fired back. The guy who was in the car with Buntry, Reg, left and went out of town. Y'all went out there and met up with him and gave him a lot of money. But when it came to us getting shot in Vegas, that was the crooked police along with some crooked-ass, rat-ass gang members that was mad because Tupac fired you. And y'all fired back.
Choke no Joe, Chiggy choke no joke. Choke no Joe, Chiggy choke no joke. Huh. You got fired, so you fired back, huh?